Sa gitna ng lumalalang tensyon sa West Philippine Sea at sunod-sunod na aktibidad ng mga banyagang puwersa sa loob mismo ng ating karagatan, isang mahalagang usapin ang muling nabuksan, ang patuloy at lumalalim na presensya ng mga dayuhang kagamitan sa ating bansa, partikular na sa anyo ng mga makabagong military technologies na kayang mag-operate sa ilalim ng radar, literal at figurative. Hindi na ito basta mga barko o fighter jets na lantaran ng kilos. Sa pagkakataong ito, ang pinakabagong banta ay nakalubog sa katahimikan ng ating dagat, mga submersible drones. Ayon sa inilabas na ulat ng Philippine Navy, 5 ang underwater drones na na-recover sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Philippine waters sa mga nakaraang taon. Sa mga ito, 3 na ang nakumpirma ang pinagmulan. May Chinese markings at ang isa ay gumagamit pa ng China Telecom SIM card.
The Philippine Navy has released findings of the 3 out of 5 submersible drones recorded or recovered in different parts of the Philippine waters. The drones bear Chinese markings and one was even found using a China Telecom SIM card. RPTV's Patrick De Jesus has the report.
Out of 5 submersible drones recovered in different parts of Philippine waters, the Philippine Navy has released findings for 3 of them. This includes one that was found in Pasukin, Ilocos Norte on July 2022, and others recovered last year in Calayan Island and Initao, Misamis Oriental. Based on forensic analysis, the drones bear Chinese markings, and one even used a China Telecom SIM card. There is a strong likelihood that they were from and were deployed by the Chinese government.
There is a 55 to 80% likelihood that this was deployed by the Chinese Communist Party. Why 55 to 80%? Is because of the components inside. They have the capability to receive, to process, to store, and to transmit data through satellite communications to a station on land, to a mothership, or to other drones.
The Navy adds the information possibly gathered by these drones has implications on national security.
In today's generation of warfare, information is key. He who holds information will have an advantage. Any potential adversary who would like to harm our country would need to know the information. More importantly, since we are an archipelago, underwater information.
The National Maritime Council and National Security Council also expressed concern over the findings from these drones.
So, why are they here or why they've been used here? Again, for military and non-military purpose. So again, that's for intelligence gathering. Whether it's military or non-military, it's for intelligence gathering. So basically, that's how far they would like to venture into our maritime territory. In fact, some of the components there were found to be manufactured by China state organizations. So evidently, I think now we can conclusively say that these are Chinese underwater drones. And these are alarming because, as mentioned by Yusek Lopez, these are used for intelligence purposes. So this really shows the extent of the operations in the Philippines.
As of now, there has been no response from the Chinese embassy regarding the matter. Meanwhile, the Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, or Nemesis missile system of the U.S., has arrived in the Philippines. The Armed Forces of the Philippines did not disclose the exact location, but it will be part of the Balikatan exercises this year, which are set to begin next week. The Nemesis missile system is expected to remain in the Philippines even after the conclusion of Balikatan, just like the mid-range capability or Typhoon missile system that has been in the country since last year and was used in various trainings.
If there's another exercise going in the Philippines shortly after Balikatan and that equipment is appropriate and requested for it by the AFP, we would certainly look to participate in that exercise as well, but it is here for exercise purposes.
Balikatan 2025 will be a full-scale battle exercise with participation from 14,000 Filipino and American troops along with observers from other countries. The AFP already anticipates another response from China.
We are agnostic to whatever reactions other countries may have with the exercise. But as I've always said in all the previous exercises, every country, big or small, has the absolute and inalienable right to defend itself. That means that we also have a right to train for that defense and with the partners, our treaty allies.
From the People's Television Network, Patrick De Jesus, Balita Pambansa.
Base sa forensic analysis, malaki ang posibilidad, tinayang nasa 55 hanggang 80% na ang mga drone ay i-deploy ng gobyerno ng China, partikular ng Chinese Communist Party. Ang mga drone na ito ay hindi basta mga gamit na napadpad o itinapon lang sa dagat. May kakayahan ang mga ito na mangalap ng impormasyon, magproseso ng datos at magpadala ng intelligence gamit ang satellite communications, hindi lamang sa kalapit na istasyon kundi sa mothership o iba pang drone sa paligid. Sa madaling salita, may teknolohiya ng gumagalaw sa ating tubig na tahimik na nakamasid, nagmamasid at maaaring nagpapadala ng sensitibong impormasyon sa hindi natin alam na direksyon. Kasabay nito, dumating na rin sa Pilipinas ang Nemesis missile system ng Estados Unidos, isang makabagong sistema na bahagi ng balikatan exercises ngayong taon. At tulad ng mga nakaraang kagamitan na ginamit sa training, gaya ng mid-range capability o Typhoon missile system na nanatili pa sa bansa matapos ang training, inaasahang mananatili rin ang Nemesis kahit tapos na ang formal na aktibidad. Isa itong senyales ng lumalalim na military cooperation sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at ng Amerika, isang alyansa na may mahabang kasaysayan pero ngayon ay muling binibigyan ng panibagong laman at kahulugan. Sa isang banda, ang presensya ng Nemesis at ang mga pagsasanay ng balikatan ay nakikita bilang hakbang upang palakasin ang kakayahan ng bansa na ipagtanggol ang sarili. Ngunit sa kabilang banda, ito rin ay kinikilala bilang sensitibong isyu na maaaring magbunga ng mga reaksyon hindi lamang mula sa China kundi sa iba pang aktor sa rehiyon. Hindi ito simpleng training lamang. Ito ay bahagi ng mas malawak na estratehiya at maaaring maging barometro ng posisyon ng Pilipinas sa harap ng patuloy na geostrategic competition sa Indo-Pacific region. Kaya sa gitna ng mga drone na gumagala sa ating karagatan, ng mga missile system na dumarating at ng mga training na nagiging mas malawak at mas high-tech taon-taon, isang malinaw na tanong ang dapat nating itanong sa ating sarili. Bilang isang bansa, handa ba talaga tayong harapin ang katotohanan na hindi naligtas ang manahimik? Nasa panahon ng modernong paniniktik at tahimik na pananakop, ang pagiging walang aksyon ay isang anyo na rin ng pagsuko.
The Philippine Navy has released findings of the 3 out of 5 submersible drones recorded or recovered in different parts of the Philippine waters. The drones bear Chinese